Welcome to this episode of Jays Tonight. Today we'll be going over Vladimir Guerrero Jr. leaving spring training game with knee discomfort, and we'll be talking about the World Baseball Classic. So, to start off, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. exited the game today. It was in the second inning against the Tampa Bay Rays. Guerrero suffered the injury running the bases following a single in the first inning. He jogged very slowly into second base on a throw. Manager John Schneider said that he doesn't believe the injury to be serious, but Guerrero will be reevaluated again Saturday. And yeah, so currently Vladdy got injured. He'll probably be fine, but they'll have to obviously evaluate him and see what happens. So what are your thoughts, Sam?
Pretty good. I don't think Guerrero is going to have any problems here. I just hope that they make the best decision for his health, especially with him scheduled to play for the DR this week. And hopefully, they don't let him go if something's serious. Like, obviously, he needs to recover. I know playing for your country is a good feeling and a dream, probably for him, and a bucket list, but health comes first for anybody, and he needs to realize that. I'm sure he does. So hopefully they make the right decision. But yeah, Guerrero taken out of the spring training game against the Rays with discomfort in his right knee. He was running from first to second base. That was on the single that he hit that scored Bichette. Threw home, almost got Bichette, threw back to second. Guerrero just made it in, standing up. Schneider, like you mentioned, said that he went in a little awkwardly, but doesn't think anything's too serious. They're going to reevaluate him tomorrow morning, which is Saturday, and we'll know from then. Obviously, he's supposed to report, on Sunday, so we'll know when. We'll know his status on if he's going to Miami or not. Hopefully he can, and hopefully he's healthy. Hopefully that team does well. I think they will. They have a stacked team. Just to mention, I mean, Nelson Cruz is the DH. Their outfield, Teoscar Hernandez, Julio Rodriguez, Juan Soto. Eloy Jimenez is a bench bat. That's crazy. Jeremy Pena in the infield, Ketel Marte, Manny Machado,
Juan
Vladdy,
Soto.
as mentioned. Mentioned him for the outfield. Wander Franco, Rafael Devers, Robinson Cano, Willie Adames, Gary Sanchez is what most people would say their worst offensive player. And whenever you have Gary Sanchez, who is your worst offensive player, that just tells you how good the lineup is. Mejia will back him up. We got Soto, Neris, Monteiro, Jimmy Garcia from the Blue Jays, Jose Leclerc, Christian Javier is going to start for them, along with National League Cy Young Award winner Sandy Alcantara. They got Brian Abreu. They got Diego Castillo, Johnny Cueto, Camilo Duval. I mean, just some great arms and great bats. I think that's where they beat the U.S. is in their pitching. I think they have better pitching, especially with, Clayton Kershaw is no longer going to be pitching for the U.S. in the WBC, so I think they beat him on pitching. But I don't think Guerrero's absence would be too much missed. I mean, obviously, he's going to be one of their best players, but they have guys that can fill that spot. Ketel Marte, I'm assuming he can play first. He can play anywhere, basically. Rafael Devers, you could throw him at first base. Um, I'm sure Manny Machado could play first if he really wanted. The guy's a stud with the glove. So, you know, even if you wanted to throw Nelson Cruz at first just because of his bad defense. But anyways, like, they got guys that they could throw out first in replacement of Guerrero. But obviously, we want him to go play for the country that he grew up in. Obviously, he was born in Quebec, but we all know that he is Dominican with his dad coming from the Dominican Republic. So good for Guerrero. Hopefully, he gets to play for the Dominican Republic. Just to recap on the game, the Jays did win the game today. I think it was 7-6 against the Rays in a walk-off Grand slam from Nunez, one of our best prospects in the organization. I don't know if you have some thoughts on the game, or if you want me to just go through the game summary, because it was a wild game.
Yeah, for sure. You want me to go through the summary, or you want to go through it?
Doesn't matter. You can go for it.
All right, appreciate it, man. So in the game, Springer had a hit. He also had an RBI. Obviously, Vladdy had a hit, RBI. Rainer Nunez had a hit, 2 RBIs. Chapman had a hit, he had an RBI. Rob Brantley had a hit, he had an RBI. And Steve Berman had a hit, he had an RBI. And for the pitching side, Kevin Gausman went 1.2 innings, 1 hit, 1 run, 3 Ks, 1 batter walked. Jackson Rees went 0.1 innings, 1 strikeout. Richard went 0.2 innings, 3 hits, 1 run, 1 earned run, 2 strikeouts. Adrian Hernandez went 0.1 innings, clean inning. Simmer went 0.1 innings, 1 hit, 2 runs, 2 earned runs, and a walk. Jay Jackson went 1.2 innings, 2 hits, and 2 strikeouts. Paul Fry went an inning, 1 run, 2 strikeouts. Zuleta went an inning, 1 hit, 1 strikeout, one walk. Jimmy Burdett went an inning, 1 run, 1 earned run, 1 walk. And then Brandon Esther went an inning and had a strikeout. So overall, just a great job from the Jays. And
Yeah, I mean,
hopefully they keep it up.
yeah, and like you said, good job. Obviously, with the offense, I didn't really like the pitching today. Like you said, Simber only got an out, 0.1 innings.
And then
He did
Richards
not.
had like 2 outs, and then he gave up a run, which
Yeah,
classic
yeah.
Richards.
Simber did not look good. I got a chance to watch him a little bit today. Obviously, that was, I think, one of his first outings of of the spring. So, excuse me, you can't really judge him too much. But he I think he even hit a batter. I think he hit Mejia, and yeah, it wasn't too good for the pitching today. Obviously, they gave up 6 runs. One in the first, one in the third, 2 in the fourth, 1 in the sixth, and 1 in the eighth. The Blue Jays, 1 in the first, 2 in the second, 1 in the third, and 3 in the ninth. I thought it was a walk-off grand slam because I was in my room and I was catching up on work, and I hear someone yell at walk-off grand slam, so it's just been stuck in my head. Um,
Yeah,
But
crazy.
it says here that it says here that it was a single. So I don't know where that came up. Walk-off single, like you mentioned. Great win. Good for them to come back. I know it wasn't the regulars that came back, but Barger had a walk in that ninth inning, and we love him so far. So it's good to see that he is still doing well, especially with the eye. No one wants to pitch to him right now. They know what he can do. But
Want
anyways,
to pitch around him.
yeah, that's all I can think of from today's game. If there's anything you want to add.
Oh yeah, I just really like. I think the pitching's been solid so far. Obviously, a couple guys wearing off the rust, but overall the batting's been very good. Everyone's putting up pretty good at bats, like Biggio, Barger. Guys are staying in the count, fouling off balls. So yeah, I'm very pleased with how the Jays have done this spring training, and hopefully they can keep up the great work.
Yeah, no, for sure. Make sure to let us know your thoughts in the comments, everybody, because we'd love to know what you think on the Guerrero situation. Do you think he should play for the Dominican Republic still, or do you think he should stay in Dunedin with the Blue Jays? Obviously, I have a little bias. I kind of want to see him when I go there on the 11th, but I don't want him to be hurt, and I want him to do what he thinks is best for him. So obviously, that's probably going to play for the Dominican Republic. But yeah, let us know in the comments. I hope you enjoyed this video, and we will see you in the next one.
Have a great day, guys.